Namaskar. In our previous lecture, we studied the first property of determinants of matrices, or we can say the first property of determinants. Here we'll be talking about some more properties of determinants. The second property of determinant, students, here I am writing, the second property of determinants is if any two rows or maybe the columns of a determinant are interchanged then the sign of the determinant changes. Dear students, if we interchange any two rows or any two columns, then the sign of the determinant changes. So dear students, suppose if we take a determinant, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, P, Q, R. This is a determinant of order 3. If I interchange any two rows, suppose first and second, if I interchange, then the sign of the determinant changes. Whatever is the value of the determinant, it gets negative of that one. Suppose if it is positive, it gets negative. We can say sign of the determinant changes, or the value of determinant gets multiplied by minus sign. That also can be said. So suppose if del is the value of this particular determinant, and now if I interchange, if I talk about this particular determinant, I am interchanging the first and the third rows. Then here suppose if I write P, Q, R and then D, E, F, and here suppose if I write A, B, C. What I have done in this particular determinant, students, I have interchanged the first and third rows of this particular determinant, and this determinant has been obtained. Then what will be the value of this particular determinant? The value of this particular determinant will be minus del. If this is del, then this will be minus del. Means if we have interchanged any two rows of this particular determinant, then the value of the determinant has been multiplied by minus sign, or you can say the sign of the determinant has been changed. This is what is the second property of the determinants. We will be verifying this particular property by taking some illustrative examples. Let us now verify this particular property, second property of the determinants, by taking an example. Here I am taking a determinant. The determinant of A is equal to, suppose 1, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. This is a determinant. Dear students, if I find the value of this particular determinant, then determinant of A is equal to 1 times a determinant 3, 4, 1, 2, and then minus 2 times the determinant 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2. Okay. See, 1 times leaving the first row and the first column, 3, 4, 1, 2 is what I have written here, and then minus 2 times leaving the first row and the second column, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2 is what I have written. Now plus 0 times, the third element is 0, so plus 0 times if you want to mention here, you can mention, but since there is 0, so entire term will become 0, so I have written only these two terms. Now del A, or determinant of A, is equal to 1 times here 6 minus 4 and minus 2 times 4 minus 4. 2 times 2 is equal to 4 minus 4. So this term has also become 0, as 2 minus 0 is equal to 0. So what have we got? Determinant of A is equal to 1 times 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. 6 minus 4 is 1 times 2 is equal to 2 only. So the value of this particular determinant is 2. Now if I interchanged any two rows of this particular determinant, so I am talking about another determinant that is determinant of B, and that is obtained by interchanging any two rows of this particular determinant. So the first row I am keeping the same 1 2 0 and interchanging the second and third rows. So here I am writing 1 1 2 and this is 2 3 4 2 3 4. Let us quickly obtain the value of this particular determinant, that is 1 times a determinant 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 4, and then minus 2 times 1 2 2 4 1 2 2 4. Okay, so determinant of B is equal to 1 times, here we have got 4 minus 6, and this side minus 2 times 1 times 4 is equal to 4 and 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So this entire term has become 0, as 4 minus 4 is equal to 0, 0 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to 0 only. This side we have got 1 times minus 2, and hence determinant of B is equal to, means the determinant of B is equal to 1 times minus 2 is equal to minus 2. Dear students, we got the value of determinant of A is equal to 2, and then we got a new determinant which is obtained by interchanging any two rows of this particular determinant, that is determinant of B, and then we got the value of this one, that is negative of this particular determinant. So see, you can say determinant B is obtained by interchanging any two rows of determinant of A, hence the value of determinant of A is negative of the value of determinant of B, or you can say since we interchanged any two rows, so the sign of determinant of A has been changed over there. So this is the second property you have to keep in your mind. If we interchange any two rows or columns of a determinant, then the value of determinants gets negative, or the sign of the value of determinant gets changed. So I am sure you understood this particular property. Our next property, students, is, here I am writing, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of the determinant is 0. What is the property, students? If any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. Dear students, what does it mean? What does this particular sentence mean? If any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, or you can say if any two rows, once forget this, if any two rows of a determinant are identical, then the value of determinant is 0, or the sentence may be of this particular form: if any two columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. Dear students, how can two rows be identical? Two rows are identical if their corresponding elements are equal or same. Two columns are identical if their corresponding elements are same. See, I am writing a determinant here: 2 3 4 5 6 7, and here 2 3 4. Here R1 and R3 are identical because here R1 and R3 contains the corresponding element same. See, 2 3 and 4, so they are identical. If I change them, here 4 and here 3, Are they identical? No, they are not identical because their corresponding elements are not same. Here 2, 2, that is okay, but here is 3 and here is 4. So they are not identical. So how can two rows be identical? If the corresponding elements of two rows are same, then the two rows are identical. Like this 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And two columns are identical in the same way. Suppose there is a determinant and here suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here as well 1, 2, 3. Here you notice this is C1 and this is C3. The first and third column of this particular determinant are identical as the corresponding elements are same. I am sure you understood how can two rows or two columns be identical. So if two rows or any two columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of determinants is 0. We can quickly prove this particular sentence, students. Suppose we have del as a determinant. So if we suppose we will verify this by taking an example. Here 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1, 2, 3. Let us, what do you notice here? You here R1 and R3 are identical. Here R1 and R3 are identical. Therefore, students, we will get the value of this particular determinant is equal to 0. Let us check. 1 times determinant 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, and then minus 2 times the determinant 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, and then plus 3 times a determinant, that is 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. Let us simplify this. We get del is equal to 1 times the value of this determinant 9 minus 8, that is equal to 1 only, and then minus 2 times the value of this determinant 6 minus 4 is equal to 2, and then plus sign 3 times the value of this determinant 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So when we simplify, del is equal to 1 minus 4 plus 3. So 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. So del is equal to 0. Why did we get the value of this particular determinant is equal to 0? Because the first and the third rows of this particular determinant are identical. Therefore the value of this particular determinant will be surely 0, because the third property of the determinant says if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, the value of the determinant is surely 0. So I am sure you understood the third property of the determinants as well. If you want to prove it, you can also say when we have del is equal to some certain value, suppose x I have supposed, and now if I interchanged R1 and R3, then there will be no change in the determinants. Are you understanding? So here when we interchange any two rows, then the negative of del will be also same. Have you understood? Since if we interchange R1 and R3, then we know that the value of determinant changes or the sign of the determinant changes. So we have got del is equal to minus del, and then twice of del is equal to 0 implies that del is equal to 0. But by verifying it by taking an example is better than this one, and we'll be verifying all of the properties of the determinants by taking examples only. I am sure you have understood these two properties also. The second property was if any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the value of determinants gets negative, or the sign of value of determinant changes. And the third property is if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of determinants is 0. I am sure you understood. We'll be talking about more properties. Thank you very much.